Hi, third graders. Sorry this is coming on a little bit later tonight, but maybe you'll see it in the morning. Sorry the camera's a little weird. I'm not like an official YouTuber yet, so if you could see the setup, I have my phone sitting on top of a Scholastic book box, which is sitting on top of Mike's, what kind of game system is this? A Nintendo Switch box. So just bear with me. I know you're only seeing from my forehead down, but I want you to be able to see for our science experiment. So we are going to figure out the density. I have 3 different types of liquids and we're going to check the density of them. So we are going to be using oil, like a cooking oil. We have water and we have maple syrup, like what you would put on pancakes. And I'm going to be pouring these different solutions into our clear glass. And then I'll show you what we're going to do after that. So first in our glass, I'm going to take our water. I'm going to pour it about maybe a fourth. And we've been doing fractions, so 1/4 of it. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the maple syrup, which is that dark, and I'm going to pour some of that in. I'm going to pour just a little bit more. And then we're going to make an observation. Okay, so looking at this glass, here, let me take the phone and do this for a second. Hello, that's really close to my face. All right, so looking at the glass, do you see how the syrup is now at the bottom and the water has gone above it? But remember what we started with, right? We started with the water. So far, this is telling us something about the density. If we put water in first, and now that we added the syrup, would the water be denser or is the syrup denser? What would be heavier? And I hope you're saying that the syrup is denser because that's what dropped to the bottom. So now we have our third one that we're going to pour in, and that's oil, like cooking oil. So when I pour that in, I want you to make an observation while I'm pouring it, and then I want you to kind of like make a prediction of what you think is going to happen when I pour this oil into this glass. Do you think the oil will stay on top? Do you think the oil will go in between the water and the syrup? Or do you think the oil will go all the way to the very bottom? So go ahead and make your guess on what you think, your educated guess on what you think will happen with that. All right, so now I'm going to pour that oil in. Make sure you're watching carefully as to what's happening. So right now, looking at this glass, here, and I'll grab the camera again. Take a look at this glass. What happened with the oil? The oil is on top. So we have 3 layers, right? We have our syrup, our water layer, and our oil layer. So now let's go ahead and we're going to check our density, and we're going to drop a few different things into this mixture of 3 things. So what I have, let me move some of these away. We're going to be dropping in a quarter. How much is a quarter worth? 25 cents, that's right. And we have a green grape, and we're going to use a bottle cap. And then we're also going, this is a sponge, like what you would use for washing dishes. I just cut a little piece of it. Okay, so we're gonna start dropping things in, and you're going to make some predictions of what layer, what level do you think that item will go into?